Oh, it's very exciting. This is just the next big milestone, in their big picture goal of returning humans to the surface of the moon. Getting core stage 3 out the door and preparing for Artemis 3 is a huge step in that direction.
And this represents the next iteration of the Artemis missions that we have planned to get our boots on the ground back to the lunar surface. And so it's a very special day for all of us here in Southeast Louisiana, and I know we're all very proud to send it off and to see it go on to its next step of getting ready for launch next year. The bottom line, bar none, is we don't go to the moon right now without coming through Michoud, period. Right? It is the human-rated vehicle that we have to support the Artemis missions. And, whether it was the Apollo vehicles that we built here, the 136 Space Shuttle external tanks that were built here, 65 plus years of manned space flight support have come from this facility. And for those of us working the SLS core stage and the Orion crew capsule, it's our turn to continue that mission and to pave the way for future generations to do something even cooler than we're doing now. But very special for all of us, certainly.
In the aviation field that I came from in the Air Force, I do the walk around on the airplane, I look at the maintenance forms, I know what's happening with that aircraft, and I take that risk and I go fly and I land and I come home. Here we can't do that. The rocket is so much bigger than that. And so it's days like this where I get to meet everybody and put faces to names and get to meet the quality engineers and the test engineers and someone who worked on the phased array, right? And I get to see these people and talk to them because they actually get a face to the name as well for me, but it's about the relationship and the humans behind the flight. We have had people living and working on the International Space Station for 25 years. This year is our 25th anniversary. We are taking all of the lessons learned from Space Station, all of the science that we have, how to put humans in space for long duration space flights. How do we reclaim the water and how do we do the food so that we can get to the moon and onto Mars? We're going to take all of those lessons learned from Space Station and move them into Artemis. So there's a lot going on. It's an exciting time in human spaceflight, and we're going to fall back on, it's almost over half a century of all of the lessons learned, and we're going to keep going and get to the moon and get to Mars.